everybody, welcome to Midtown Comics TV. I am Jennifer Ewing.
And I'm Jose Ramos.
And we got a lot of fun stuff for you this episode. New comics and a bit of stuff on Wonder Woman. Fly.
Wonder Woman! You know that whole thing.
Yeah, that really just happened.
Secret Adventures #2, for my money, the best book rolling out of the heroic age right now. We're getting simultaneously espionage and space action and a lot of Marvel history going on in the background. It's just great. Watching, Steve Rogers and Moon Knight in spacesuits that are just streamlined and going after this crazy snake crown. It's great stuff. Go read it.
Velocity 1, we're starting a new series. Some of you might remember her from Cyberforce and the pilot season book from a little while ago. Some of you maybe never read Cyberforce. Doesn't matter. This book by Ron Marz tells you pretty much everything you need to know. It introduces Velocity, who she is, what her powers are, the basic premise of Cyberforce. It even has great characterization moments, such as the fact that she loves old movies. And you get to see a lot into her head. It's very fun. This is setting up a storyline where she has to basically save her friends, and it'll take place in real time. Yeah, comic book in real time, with a character who moves at super speed. Think about that. It's kind of cool. This is really, really fun. I really enjoyed it. Definitely read it.
Abe Sapien, Abyssal Plane, issue 1 of 2. New series featuring the character from Hellboy, BPRD, all that fun stuff. Look it up. This issue not only has Nazis, submarines, Russians, let's see, oh, zombies, big fish things, Scotsman, lots of stuff. So read it, it's fun.
Invincible, we get the second part of the Viltrumite War here. We sort of hop through time. There's a lot of beard growing to show how many months have gone by, and I think it's an interesting use of that. Lots of beards. And nothing says I'm king of an alien race like a big fur coat, I gotta say. Regardless of the joking, it's a great issue, sort of watching Omni-Man and Kid Omni-Man grow closer, training, watching how the war is faring on all fronts. It's a great read. You've already been reading it. Just keep doing that.
The Muppet Show comic book, issue 7. You know, as a longtime fan of The Muppet Show, The Muppets in general, I was a little iffy on reading the Muppet comic book because how exactly does The Muppet Show, which is like musical review sort of thing, translate to a comic book? I have been missing out for 7 months now on the genius that this actually is. I mean, it's Eisner Awards nominated for a reason, people. Anyway, this issue, Fozzie's mother comes to town. He is, of course, pretending to be somebody far more interesting and more, well, and better than he really needs to. Hilarity ensues. There's, pigs in space. There's a bit of gumshoeing here and there. There's really cute things happening. It's a nice departure from, like, scary, evil things happening in the world to something fun, musical. Yes, musical. On paper. It's amazing. Read it. Go, now.
Wonder Woman 600. It's a bit of an anniversary. You've got lots of superstars come back for this. Linda Carter does the introduction. You've got George Perez. You find out whatever happened to a certain someone from the past that maybe a lot of you read about in the 80s. You get to see some very cool stuff with an Amanda Conner written and drawn story where she and Power Girl have a little heart-to-heart about a little something going on in Power Girl's life. Very cute. The final story in it is J. Michael Straczynski's introduction to what's going to be his new storyline. Basically, Wonder Woman Reborn. What if things were different? What if she were created today in a very, very different world? I definitely want to see what happens next with this whole thing. Lots of really cool pinups.
Action Comics number 890. With this issue, we introduce our new artistic team. Writer Paul Cornell, Doctor Who, a bunch of other comics, phenomenal guy. Pete Woods does a lot of great art. We have them now in this Lex Luthor-oriented book. It's very dark, very creepy, showing Lex Luthor dealing with the after effect of the stuff he went through during Blackest Night, and especially who he's talking to for most of the book. It's kind of obvious how it's going to turn out as far as that goes. There's a lot of crazy super signs, a lot of planning in advance. It's great. It's a phenomenal read. I suggest checking it out. Well, that's all we got this week from Midtown Comics TV. Thanks for watching. Make sure you keep your eyes out on Crazy Sexy Geeks. This week we got an interview with Michelle Nichols. So, awesome stuff there. So, see you next time. Oh, and listen to the podcast, I guess. Really interesting stuff. We sort of get almost tadpole leaping through time. We skip a couple months here and there. We see people. There's a lot
Do
of
tadpoles leap?
They leap. That's how they don't swim. They do this. I'll change the word. All right, if we're gonna argue about
Like
this.
maybe leapfrogging?
Shut up, Alan Kistler. Shut up! Don't correct my science.
Okay.
I'm so tired. Yeah. Well, okay.
Yeah, we've been rolling.
Why don't you tell me these things?
Oh, did I not say that out loud?
No, you didn't!
Oh, I know I thought it.
Hello, Internet. I'm so glad you get to see me at my best. Right.
Well, that's all we got this week for Crazy Sexy Geeks. She's done.
Midtown Comics TV.
I'm just not gonna say anything.
Yeah, we're rolling.
Oh God. Why don't you people tell me these things? I quit.
You heard the lady, we're done.